That's so weird. Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in gloomy Southern California. That young man out there is
Todd Mayville in snowy and cold Colorado.
Yeah,
And
Todd's wearing his Colombian drug dealer hat. That's so cool, man.
I love it.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I have some of the straw Panama hats that Scorpion Mezcal had sent to us years ago. We were giving them away at events that we were at, and I didn't even know I still had a pile of them back here. So one day I'll probably wear one, but they're the nice, straw Panama hats that tequileros wear or cigar. Every time you see a cigar ad, the guy's got a right. This one isn't as nice as those Panama hats, because those are really real Panama hats. Folks,
mine is free, so it's even better.
Yours is real. Yours is a real deal,
and it's free. It's free, so I'm happy.
Those are hard. I think they're hard to get in the States too. The
probably
hats, the Colombian hats. Okay, folks, this is what we're doing. If you've stuck with us, you may have seen Dona Loca reviews for their tequilas, their organic tequilas. We also were lucky enough to score a Dona Loca Mezcal, and this is the flagship, I believe. That she's got like 3 other expressions we did not receive. I'm not sure where they are in that process of bottling, but this is the flagship, the core line, and it's the Espadin. So, and if you watched our Blanco video, Todd showed me a picture of the fermentation tanks, and I wasn't thinking, because we're actually recording this in 2 separate days. Otherwise, we would have had all 3 of these expressions here on the table. That picture that you saw was not the tequila fermentation. Okay, that was the mezcal fermentation. Sorry, but that's okay. There's still a brand of promise in the tequila category. That's right. We forget, we'll just do the Jedi mind trick on you folks and just pretend it never happened.
Exactly.
Anyway,
it's so fantastic tequila, no matter what.
Well, look at the bubbles on this thing.
Oh yeah, I can see those.
Wow. How about we just pour it and go through the thing, and then you can fill us in on Miss Dona Loca, because
that sounds like a plan.
I did some research on her. I had not heard of her until I actually ran into the mezcal, but evidently she has been a James Beard nominee several times over. I am familiar with another James Beard Latina nominee, a multiple nominee. I wish they would just give these people their award, because the one I'm thinking of has Barrio Cafe in Phoenix, in the Phoenix area, and she has been nominated like 8 times.
Wow!
And when she does so much for the community, I think President Biden even went to go visit her while he was campaigning.
Oh, wow.
So it's time to recognize the chefs that are, leaving their imprint on everything. And I would imagine those 2 ladies don't even care if they win or not. They're too busy.
Yeah,
they're too busy.
They're busy.
Yeah, they're too busy. So anyway, I just poured a little bit in my Stasso Jarrito for mezcal, and you have your handy dandy Glencairn.
I do.
Wow, my lighting is really good today. I'm surprised, because it's been cold and cloudy, and of course this is toward the end of February, and by the time you see this, it'll be springtime, folks.
Yep.
Well, this is really shiny. This is
nice. It's like so clear.
Look at those legs and tears. Wow,
right?
That's
this is pretty gorgeous.
This is thick.
I approve.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. Really healthy legs and tears. This is going to. Now, when I look at legs and tears, that kind of gives me a little bit of the idea of what it's going to feel like in the mouth. How it's going to coat your palate, or what it's going to do. It's not always the harbinger of quality, but it's another sign.
Yes. Man, yeah,
This is your second mezcal now. So with me,
it is.
now,
Yeah,
so this is going to be fun for you,
yeah,
because now you have a high bar. This one,
I did.
as a matter of fact, what's the ABV on this one, Todd? Does this say?
This one is 96.
Holy cow! Hey,
96 proof. Oh,
yeah,
48 ABV. 48 ABV, 96 proof.
I approve already. That's
Yeah.
cool too.
Ooh,
Oh yes. Oh,
wow.
that is some deep, deep fiber on that.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh.
I mean, it's you don't even have to get so close. I mean, it's like it just comes up to meet you.
Speaking of fibers, you notice the label is made from I think it's agave fibers on
Yeah,
that
it's
label,
agave
which is
fiber.
cool.
Yeah,
Love that.
I
Yeah.
love that.
I like
It's
it.
really the texture feels really good, you know, and
Uh-huh.
and of course it's sustainable. They if you
Yeah.
look on their website, it's Dona Loca has three female partners, three women together, and they're each of them is like a leader in their community and they're in their lane,
Yeah.
you know, and so they take their mezcal seriously, they take their
They
business,
do.
you know, and
I
that's
love
the
it.
cool part. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what else I noticed? If you search on their website and you see pictures of the three ladies,
Yeah.
Donna, it's Donna Rodriguez, and I
Mhm.
pronounce it Donna as they would in Spanish. It looks
Sure.
like Donna Rodriguez. I'm not familiar with the other two ladies, but if you look at, they're each of them are sipping their mezcal. They're, you know what they're sipping
Yes.
out of those glasses? Those are sake glasses.
Oh, they really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
sake glasses are excellent as well for as the jarritos for sipping and enjoying mezcal. And I
Sure.
didn't know that, but in fact, you know who taught me that was Ron Cooper. He says I knew all the time. It's like, you know, there we go.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Right.
Now there are no bright notes on this. It's just really dense, like it was with the tequila. It was
Yeah.
just heavy plant.
Right. Definitely.
I'm not even hardly getting any alcohol, which is odd.
Mm-mm.
I
I'm
don't.
getting more from the
Go,
side here. I'm getting a little more smoke, get a little more of the alcohol.
okay.
Not as much on this side though.
Yeah, most often when we get espadins, there's a combination of either a heavy plant, which is the, you know, they ferment with fibers, and then
Right.
or it's rather bright. You know, it's kind of got some citrus notes and bright green notes.
Right.
You know, but this is dense, man. This is a heavy.
It is. I'm getting
Now
like,
it's opening up. Now I'm getting some like mint, like a
okay.
spearmint.
Oh yeah. I'm getting like the fruit I'm getting is very much a cooked fruit. Everything's coming through for me is like cooked fruity.
Okay.
You know, I'm not like getting like, it's almost like like we were saying yesterday, the cooked plantains or cooked banana.
Okay.
I'm not getting any sort of like fresh.
I mean, with something that high, you know, it really does with the high alcohol by volume, it really does deserve to open up a little bit. You have to,
Oh yeah.
you know, if you're going to dissect it the way we do, it's nothing wrong with, you know, pouring it, leaving the room for 15 minutes before you get back to it,
Sure.
and stirring
100%.
it. We're not stirring it just to see the legs and tears. We're stirring it to aerate it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a spirits aerator, but I don't use it as a rule. I do. I have one.
Right. You remember we talked about that
Yeah,
when I was
Ventura
taking your
used to
class.
make them. You have them for wine. I know they still make all their lines for wine. But they gave up on the spirits one, and I wish they would bring it back because it really does help. Yeah, I get these whiffs as as it opens up. I get, you know, some of the fresh herbs. You know, I get that spearmint, that minty kind of thing, and then it just goes away. It's just overtaken by that plant again.
I'm getting a little hint of soy sauce in there. I don't know if you are or not, but I'm almost like a little bit of it.
Soy sauce. Oh, you mean okay? So like a
Soya.
soy.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
On the smoky
Could
side.
be. Well, yeah. You know, these are fermented in pine vats, so there's no
Sure.
telling. You know, if there's any wood that you're getting, it's just remnants of what's been in the vat prior.
Right.
You know, it's like a well seasoned fry pan. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like literal soy sauce, but it's the only thing like it's close. That's kind of smoky.
Yeah, this does have a little bit of a smoke too, doesn't it? I mean, I'm detecting a
Mhm.
little bit, nothing
No, not
off-putting. It's just
no.
primarily I'm sensing fiber,
Yep.
and the alcohol just there's nothing there, man.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? You want to dive in and see what we get?
Let's do it.
Here we
Let's
go.
do it. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm,
Mm.
mm,
Oh wow.
mm. Wow, that is deep.
Yeah.
That is deep.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
There was a lot going on. That was just the first pass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I got this briefest hint of lavender and it was gone before I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's gone. What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just go, man.
It was sweet, just on the tip, and then it
Yeah.
just plant and lip numbness and a little bit of pepper, and then but there's other things in there.
With a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in here.
Man.
I got a hint of that savoriness, that soya you mentioned. I got that,
Uh-huh.
but again,
Oh, cool.
brief, and
Yeah,
then
it's
it's gone.
like yeah.
Yeah, it just makes a quick cameo.
Yeah.
and then the star
Right?
takes over. It's just a cameo.
Well, right? Man. These guys are 3 for 3, I think. You know, as far as
let's just go here. Let's not waste any more time. Okay, this is a brand of promise nominee in the Mezcal
Absolutely.
category. Wow, there's pepper, and then there's savoriness, and then there's that soya you mentioned, and I didn't get any of the mint or herbaceousness on my palate.
Right.
Got that on the nose, and then it would disappear again. They just make cameos,
Yeah.
And that's the fun part about breaking stuff down, is that you don't know if you shoot it or if you mix it in a cocktail,
Mhm.
but if you spend time, we haven't even poured a second pour. This is still the first one.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on this. And again, we just broke the seal off of this, so it's been sitting on my living room floor for a few days.
Yeah.
Wow, now it's
Man.
starting to coat the palate the way it's supposed to. But I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
Are you getting bitter notes at the rear of the?
I am. A little bit of astringency back here. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
Now it's not a bad thing.
Not at all.
No, because that
It's
finish. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little mouth watering on the end here.
Yeah,
it's a good thing in a good way.
Good way. Yeah, it's going to open up your appetite. You're going to be hungry. I put this out on Facebook one day. I said, "Am I the only one who gets the munchies when I have sotol or mezcal?" And of course not. I got everybody agreed with me because
Sure.
I remember when I spoke to the Hawkes family when they showed me their sotol, and then one day I asked Jacob, who is their fifth generation sotolero. I said, what's the buzz? How's the buzz? When you're on sotol? He goes, Mike, you get the munchies. It's like, and it's true. If You
Yeah.
better, that's why it's great for food pairing. This is excellent
Oh, sure.
for her dishes. I mean, if you're going to have this,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Dana
This would
Rodriguez
be great.
is a master chef. Give
Yep.
the background. Give the background. You know the story better than I do.
Yeah. So she, as you said, she's James Beard nominee, currently in charge of 2 restaurants in Denver, Working Class and Super Mega Bien. And then we'll be taking over as the new chef at Casa Bonita, which is like our theme park, weird, fun
I saw.
place.
I checked them out on Instagram. Go check Casa Bonita on Instagram. They have cliff divers. I've
They
never
do.
seen that before. I said, how big is this place? It's like,
It's huge. It's like 2-3 stories at least.
well, they're remodeling it, right?
Yeah.
What's the story behind that restaurant in particular?
So it's been a Denver icon for who knows how many years. And then during COVID, of course, shut down and they were struggling. And then Trey Parker and Matt Stone of South Park fame stepped in and offered to buy it. And especially because there was an episode of South Park in which Casa Bonita is featured. And so no one really took it seriously at first. And all of a sudden, like, yeah, we bought it. And everyone's like, what? And then, of course, and the thing about Casa Bonita is you never, ever went there for the food. The sopapilla is great, but if you went for the show, because the food is just awful. And so there are always jokes made about that too. I mean, it's more like you have Taco Bell here and Casa Bonita was still a little bit further down, which tells you something.
Wow.
Yeah. And so now people are kind of excited because of Donna taking over. And people are like, so what's this? They're excited about it because everyone knows Working Class and they know Super Mega Bien. So people are intrigued and excited, can't wait for it to open.
I'm going to have to make it a destination location for me when I come up out there. I keep thinking that I'm in New Mexico because that's how we would say when we go up there, we're up to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I make it out there, I'm going to make that a place that you and I are just going to,
oh, for sure,
do the whole 9 yards there.
Absolutely.
In fact, if they'll let me dive, I'll go. But anyway.
Well, they also had a gorilla suit. They used to have a guy. I'm hoping they still have this. There was a guy in a gorilla suit who would run around all over the restaurant, and like he would pose for pictures and like disrupt the mariachi band, and the whole thing was fantastic.
You check Casa Bonita out on Instagram. Go check it out. It's a riot. It is. And I guess Trey and the 2 gentlemen who developed South Park. And what was that other one where they had the puppets, the dummies?
Oh,
that was a really weird movie.
Yes,
but I grew up.
So America, whatever it was. Yeah.
Because I grew up watching the Thunderbirds years and years ago.
That's what it was.
And that was all marionettes,
right.
And it was kind of cool. But this was marionettes doing awful things to each other. So anyway, they have a really strange sense of humor. So it figures that they would buy that place and and keep it for the not only for the posterity, I guess, and for the for the how do I term this, for the gimmicky, what it is, but then the gimmick will have substance behind it because these ladies do not mess around.
No, and if their food is half as good as this,
I know this is going to be a food pair right away.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and like I said, I'm familiar with her food anyway because I've been to Working Class, and it's fantastic. So I'm excited.
Wow, that's cool, and I'm excited for this. This is really well done. Do they tell us who their master mezcalero is? Yep. Do they give them credit on
it? Does. It's on the back.
It is. You can look him up on donaloca.com. Don Enrique Diaz is the maestro mezcalero. Santa Cruz, I guess you pronounce that Xochoclan. I don't speak Nahuatl. I don't speak it, but it's not Spanish. Mezcal Artesanal Espadin is an impressive spirit created by the alchemical talents of our maestro mezcalero. It is young and unoaked and swirls with complexity that will bring you into a gratitude of heart for this unique treasure. When she means unoaked, that means it's not barreled. So, and it has to artesanal and ancestral are two actual categories within the two divisions within the mezcal category. No additives, no coloring, of course not. It still says the Dígame on the front. I love the whole concept. It is now she gives, if you I did a lot of perusing on their peripheral websites and some of their Instagrams. Dona gave a short tutorial, like a 50-second tutorial on how to enjoy the mezcal. She also has two more expressions. One's a tobola, I think, and I forget what the other one is right now.
I'm looking at tepezate.
Tepestate. Okay.
Tepestate. Thank you. Yes.
And what she said was, you swallow and then hold your nose and wait until the alcohol dissipates, and then say it's kind of an easy way of doing retronasal. And she says that.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure I like that technique, because at this ABV, if I plug my nose and say you burp or something, that comes up.
Oh yeah.
It's got to come out somewhere, and if you're not careful, that could hurt. I mean, it's kind of a dangerous way of doing it, at least in my opinion. I'd like to see her do it, or I like to. Maybe I'll do that off camera, because I don't feel like exploding
right
on camera. Where's Mike go? Poof, beautifully done, well done. You folks, if you're getting it outside of the Denver area, we don't have a price point, do we?
Not yet. I haven't seen one. No, actually, hold on. I'm on their website right now. According to their website, it says whoops, our bad. Never mind.
Okay, well,
so they may. I wonder if they have a price point. Has this been released yet to the general public?
I would imagine that they do, but that they have. But we were lucky to get what we got. I mean, we found them. That's why I texted you, I think, and said, have you ever heard of this lady? And you go, yeah, So we reached out to them. They were nice enough to get us the samples.
Right.
I'm sold. I think that if you haven't seen the tequila reviews, go check them out. Both of them are organic, coming out of Las Americas. This one is really bold. It's stout. It makes a statement. And
sure it does.
Still, and I'm still working on the same pour.
Me too. I actually noticed on the website too, it says they actually give the age of the plant. It says cultivated plant 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, that's about right.
Which is cool. I like the transparency like that, because as we know, not everyone does that. So
no. Well, and even within the mezcal category, there, because it's such a disarray right now, that but this is done well. They're at least the ones that are still on the market, that are coming onto the market, are keeping the categories alive. The divisions within the category, there are certain stipulations they have to qualify in a certain realm to be considered ancestral versus artisanal, and then the general the general category known as mezcal, because that also entails those mezcals primarily out of Zacatecas that are made industrially, which means that they use not necessarily diffusers, but they're made like tequila because they're made out of blue agave.
Right.
We've had a few already. Some of them are really, really well done. No smoke. It's not. This is gamey, folks. This is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is.
Yeah. If you're looking for a mezcal like a tequila, this is not your mezcal. If you want mezcal, this is your mezcal.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I need to try this whole thing. Wait.
No, oh no, not on camera, no. No.
All right, I'll wait. Let's do it.
Here's what she says: you swallow, and then once you swallow, then hold your nose.
Okay.
I don't think as you're swallow, you can't. I don't want to do.
I was gonna say I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but
yeah, no, don't, not like that. Go watch the video, okay?
All right, Aaron.
But that's our take, folks, on Dona Loca Mezcal. If this is the Espadin, Mezcal Espadin. If you're having it, if you've had it before, if you've tasted it, what are you doing with it? Are you putting it in a cocktail? I don't know. Are you pairing food with it? That'd be great. What you're paying for it, let us know. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel, please subscribe, leave a comment. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like. That helps with the algorithm. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on all of our platforms. You name it, we're there. You can follow Todd on his Instagram. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.